Hi everybody, it is Nimzag slash Jasmine with another video for you today, and this one will be a Nim's gonna talk for the whole video as a little bit of like a hangout. So it's kind of like a draw with me, but because the voice, like my voiceover is a voiceover, it's a little different, but feel free to work, whatever you wanted to do, or you can even mute me, put on some of your own music, and just have me in the background, of course. Um, yeah, and I'm just gonna chat about whatever for 30 minutes. Starting with the fact that I am really excited to be making this video because I've been really itching to have another YouTube video for a minute. Um, I've been held back because of the editing, but I don't know. I have a lot of things. I have like a couple of things recorded, mainly for like TikToks and stuff, but I do have some where it's like this, where I can make it a longer video. When I did this, I think it was on last Sunday or so, and I just got now around to it. But I wanted to record me working on my tablet specifically. I recently got a new set of brushes for Procreate. Trying to remember what the person's name is, and I'll probably put it up here. It's something like Timmy, Texture Timmy, or something like that. But I saw it on Instagram, and it was like a deal of a bundle, and I still haven't used every single one, but I do really enjoy the ones that I have used so far. Like there's a couple of sketching ones that I really enjoy, and then even like the textures and stuff. Um, I've been wanting to expand more on the brushes that I use because I tend to be somebody who I'll just stick with one thing, one brush if I realize I like it, and I don't even test out the others. And I've been wanting to work against like more away from that, like because I want to see it like traditional art where I test out a bunch of mediums. So that's how I'm trying to view it right now. But in order to do that, I just found this drawing of a schnauzer on Pinterest, and it was the cutest schnauzer. So I did kind of like a study based off of that, and then after that, I go into um, something from like my memory because I absolutely love schnauzers like eyebrows. Like they have these little eyebrows, and I'm like, oh my god, you can make it so expressive that way. So I wanted to test that out. Um, and I also changed the view of where my hand is because I did it on the left, and I don't really know um, why I did the left, to be honest. But it is it is what it is. It just is what it is. So um, yeah, and that's pretty much everything about the art. I still have not posted it as I am recording this voiceover, and I probably will be posting the art piece soon. Speaking of that, I am really excited for those who may have seen on my community post, but I have officially updated my Patreon tiers. Um, I will be launching my Patreon next month, so May 1st will be when I am launching it, and I'm really excited to do this. I am scared at the same time because for a lot of my life I've just been a hobbyist with my art, and I have been very fortunate. For those who may not know, I don't think I've talked about it on this channel, but I am in a very fortunate position where I can focus on my art full time. And frankly, I've been in a back and forth since graduating college about what I wanted to do, or how, not what I wanted to do, but like what direction I wanted to go in terms of my career in general. Um, I have not worked, and every time I try to, I've had jobs before, obviously, but like um, when it comes to wanting to do like a full-time job or something like that, or even working for a company in general, I get really turned off from it for a number of reasons. Um, and I've realized that recently that I really just want to. I don't know exactly still what direction I want to go because, like, it's just something with my art. Like, there's something within me that constantly, well, not just my art, content creating in general. I really want to go the content creator route, as I've mentioned multiple times. That I know I've mentioned. But I am pretty much finally investing in myself in a way that I haven't before. Um, okay, this is I just realized that the program that I'm using, so I use HitFilm to edit my videos, and it like cut off my voice recording for some reason. Like I was just in the middle of it. Anyway, I don't know how well that's gonna go. I guess there's like a limit to how long it wants to record my voice for, so I might have to like you'll see me like cut off and then go back into it probably like I would like I'm stuttering essentially. But anyway, yeah, so it's really scary and um I don't know. I definitely know that the content creating and the YouTube stuff is exactly the direction that I want to go. Um and my art is my vessel for that. That's for sure. Like the content creating is the main thing and the art is what I'm using to do the content. So that makes it really complicated for me and I don't know um like how many people talk about this, but like that makes it very weird. It's like a very wonky spot because I see artists doing things like freelancing or having shops and stuff and like I want to do those things, but it's not like a priority in the sense as it would be for others. And so like it's a fun little wiggle room. And I use the word fun in a I don't know. It's in a way. But yeah. Um in terms other than that, like I hope everybody's week has been well. Um I tend to jump from topic to topic and you guys will learn that very shortly. But going back to the YouTube thing, the like I've really been wanting to upload a video recently and wanting to do like a voiceover. So there's that. Um in terms of other things, let's see. I am actually recording this. I'm trying to make this like somewhat quick, like hoping it's just like a one track and go, which it probably will be because of how candid I'm going with this direction. Because my fiance wants to use my computer, our computer, and I am really freaking hungry. I am starving. And I could have recorded this sooner. I woke up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Was it 8 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, 8 o'clock in the morning. And I really wanted to go straight to the computer. I was like, I'm gonna go straight to the computer, but like I sounded horrendous. I was still waking up. I'm groggy. Like even my voice right now is still somewhat groggy. But instead I played Stardew Valley. And I've been playing Stardew Valley quite a bit lately. Um because I am trying to break out of my completionist mindset. I don't know how many of you guys are completionists when you play video games, but I am, and it makes it horrendous. It is unbearable for me to play video games. Like, I have to purposely not go that direction because I just will not finish a game because I will get overwhelmed. And you bring a farming game like that, it's supposed to be casual. And when I first played the game, I'm like, I have to beat the bundles. I have to do this. I have to do that. I gotta fish. I gotta do that. And then like I was doing everything, and then eventually I would just boop get overwhelmed and be done. And so I was talking to my uncle because my uncle likes to play Stardew Valley too, and he was like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back into it because I am not just playing it for fun. Like you can play it slow." And then it clicked for me. You can play it slow, bro. Yeah. So I'm sure some of you are like listening to this and you're like, "Nim, that's obvious. It's a farming game. It's a casual game. All the cozy girlies and others and cozy peoples like to play this game. Like, you play it casual. But not me. I'm sitting there in the caves yelling at the ugly little fly things running at me because I'm just trying to farm and I'm hearing bzzz in my ear the whole time. And so, yeah, anyway, I started playing it again. Never really made it past year one. I only did it once with a friend. So I'm playing it by myself and I'm just about to hit winter soon, and I'm doing it at my pace and it feels great. Like I spent a day being like, I'm gonna decorate my farm, and it don't look cute, but I mean it looks somewhat cute, honestly, but it's like not fancy like other people do, and I want to get to like that fancy. But anyway, it's fun. It's a lot more fun that way, and I appreciate that. So it's good. Also, here you see that I it's probably done it for a minute now, but my the view of the camera changed, and I don't know if you guys prefer it that way. If you guys prefer it that way, let me know. I would love to know for next time how you would want to see iPad videos, because I want to record my screen like other people do, um, because it just hits different. It very much hits different, and I get that it hits different for me. So there's that. All right, sidetrack is done. So, yeah, I played Stardew Valley this morning. I made it to the Skull Caverns, and it is as scary as everybody says. I've been playing this game, I've had this game for a long time. I had like almost 100 hours, maybe even 100 hours put in, and I never made it to the Skull Caverns. Like, that's the kind of idea to show you that I do not, like, I have not progressed in Stardew Valley, like, at all. But I am now, and it's very much enjoyable. Um, so let's see. Yes, my food coming up. If anybody's hungry, I'd like to apologize because, yeah, anyway. I got Wingstop yesterday because Wingstop was doing a special thing, or is doing a special thing, for, I think for 20. I didn't think it was for 420. I saw the commercial or the advertisement on TikTok. Their advertisement was very effective. It was very effective because it worked on me. I love limited food. I love limited like flavors and stuff. And so they said it was only for the weekend. And it's like this, they put spicy cheese crumble, and I learned that is Cheeto. They got Cheeto. That's like untrademarked, uncopyrighted Cheeto, and it's so good. It's actually so good. And I'm waiting. I'm like thinking about it right now, just thinking about eating my Wingstop because they also have the hot honey. I have leftover hot honey, and the hot honey, fantastic. I don't know. I love food. For you guys that did not know, or just did not assume, because I don't know. I'm just a foodie, and I feel like a lot of people are foodies, but the hot honey is fantastic, and it's here for a limited time. I don't know why they don't just make it a permanent flavor, because it is just so good. And if it was a permanent flavor, I would be eating Wingstop a lot more, a lot more. Um, yeah, thinking about that. I have some leftover pizza that I'm gonna eat the boneless wings with. And am I gonna order Wingstop again? Yes, yes, I am. Do I feel guilty about it? Somewhat, somewhat. I do. But it's limited edition, and I wanted to try the cheese crumble thing as boneless wings. So, because it was good. It was really good. I don't know. If you guys happen to see this today and you're like, man, I kind of want it, I think it's only for the weekend. So if you can get it by Sunday, it works out in your favor. So there's that. Um, let's see. New topic. This one's a little bit of a downer, and I apologize to anyone, but something that happened with me recently is that um, me and Ivory had to put down our baby boy, and I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna try not to cry. But we had to put him down last week. Um, he his name was Mitsu, and he was a little kitten still, very much a kitten. But we knew that he had feline leukemia when we adopted him, and unfortunately, though, we did not know that he would become or was anemic the whole time that we had him. So It ended up catching up with him, and we had to put him down, and that's been really rough. Um, and pretty much, if you look at my shorts, there is a portrait that I've done of me too, because the first couple of days, like all I could do to cope was like draw him. Like I had to draw him to get it out, and I still kind of want to draw him. Um, I have like this little idea that I don't really want to talk about yet, because if I talk about it, I might not do it. So we'll see, because it's still kind of there, but or whatever. I'll just talk about it. It's like um, I considered doing like a little comic series if I ever feel like doing comics and I need an idea of him being like the main character and the narrator is just like trying to deal with him. Um, quick cut. You see me doing the eyebrows. I love the eyebrows on the Schnauzer. But yeah, I mean, it's been really rough. But one thing I did realize was that I've been wanting to draw more. Like the urge to draw has very much been there. And I did, like the drawing helped me get through it a bit. Like I still get very emotional. I still, like, it still hits me and it hurts. Like it's still been like a week. And I do have to pick up his remains soon. We got like a claw, paw print, clay paw print thing for him. If anybody is interested, I could probably show it on like community or something, a community post or like on my next video. But yeah, um, I realized that I actually recorded this video like before, like the day before we had to take him in again. Um, so I guess one thing I want to say for anybody who does have pets, do consider pet insurance because it did end up helping us in the end. It was not something that we considered. We have another cat, and he does have feline leukemia, but he's much healthier in terms of it. Um, but he, like, after getting the pet insurance, we will be doing that more. Like, we still have to put our other cat Kage on it, but I really recommend it. Really recommend it for people. Um, and it like works out a lot better than you think. Like ours covered, we used Lemonade. It covers 80% of visits, so it's really good. It's genuinely really good. So yeah, recommend. And also if anybody has a cat that might have feline leukemia, it's very rare. They say it's very rare, but like I don't know. They say it's like I think it's like 3% of cats or something will get feline leukemia. So I don't know. Just a mindful thing for that too, because some shelters do not test for it. Kage did not get tested. And we found out after like a year of owning him. Very spooky time, but luckily he recovered. Um, but yeah, so there's that. Gonna take a second to like rest my mouth, get some water, and then I will be back. Okay, I am back. Very much not as dry mouth as I was prior. Let's see other topics. If you guys ever have topics in mind, please feel free to comment below. I would love to do more of these. I do want to do more talking videos. I don't know how people do it for like 30 minutes. I do talk that long, but like, I don't know, there's something about the one-sided way. I don't know. Younger me is excited to be able to talk for this long and nobody tell me to shut up. Unless you guys are telling me to shut up, but we'll leave that without there. Don't let me know. Don't let me know. Um, so next topic is my markers because I was drawing yesterday in my sketchbook and I don't know if anybody owns multiple markers. I am a bit of a art supply hoarder. Just because over the years of what I gathered, I still own them and they still have not been tried out. I have a set of Prismacolor markers. I've definitely talked about it in a prior video, so if anybody's interested, just look for like a marker video, and I'm pretty sure there's one with Prismacolors in it, and I just complain about it. Um, I have a set of Prismacolor markers that technically my fiance bought because I convinced her, and by convinced her I mean I pressured her into getting those because I was like, they're cheaper than Copics. It's coming back to bite me. It's coming back to bite me because I ended up taking them because she didn't like them at all, and I don't blame her because I don't really care for them either. But they get the job done sometimes. Like, I think I have to kind of just mess around with it a little more and see where it goes. Cause I've seen people make really good stuff with Prismacolors. There's a couple of artists where I'm like, I'll look and I'm like, your stuff looks good. Then they use Prisma and I'm like, how? And Prismacolors, I'm staring at them right now. Like, I am seriously staring at them right now, and they're like staring back at me because I wanted to use my Ahuhu. I have an Ahuhu set because that's as close as you can get with Copic, honestly, frankly. Um, Without it being Copic. I want Copic so bad. I've officially stopped fighting the Copic train because I before was like, it's too expensive. There has to be something just as equal. And there is not. There is not. Copics is Ohuhu is good. Don't get me wrong. Prismacolor is good, but they're good for different reasons. Ohuhu is somewhat close to what Copic has to offer, but it's still not there. And I have to mess around with it. I think it's just the method of how Copics are used. I don't know, now that I think about it, because like I think the light to dark really works in Copic's favor. So maybe it's just that. I don't know. I don't know. Like, there's something about Copics, and I think it might be the nib actually, or something like that. But the way that you're able to layer on Copics that you aren't necessarily able to do with others, I honestly, no, you can quote me on this. I swear it's the nib. It's the way that the brush nib is on these Copics that work so well in their favor, like in their favor, that you can layer the way that you do. um because Prismacolors, their brush nib is extremely flexible, extremely flexible. And then Ohuhu's is a bit firm, like they're pretty firm, but like Copic is a mix of, actually I have to kind of look to see how the nib is again. It's like a combination of the two. Like, it's firm, but it's not, like, I don't know how to explain it. I might have to compare Ohuhu and Copics more, but I think it's definitely the nib now that I think about it. But they haunt me. I wanted to do the Ohuhus, and then my brain, I take out one marker, I uncap it, and I look at it, and I'm about to put it to the paper, and then my brain goes, Prismacolor, but your Prismacolors. And I'm like, no, no, shut up. And I felt guilty. I felt guilty, so then I had to stop and I went to grab the Prismacolors. And I might do more Prismacolor videos because they are somewhat more affordable. I have to think about how you can get them now because I do not think you can get them singular alone anymore. But if you guys are interested in perhaps a video on like what Prismacolors I would recommend in case you guys are able to get singular ones, I can do that. I can do that because I get what it's like, and I very much like do not recommend sets like I used to. Like, I think mixed media approach is way better. Getting like a complete set is very difficult, and it has very much been a journey because there are a lot of markers where I don't use. So this is just the ramblings of a art supply hoarder who is very much regretting it. Very, very much regretting it. I love looking at them. I love looking at them, but if you look at them and you don't use them, the guilt, the joy of looking at them goes away. It very much goes away, and it turns into guilt. Um. So yeah, that's that. I'm really excited for the sketchbook video that I'm going to be doing at some point. I'm really pimping this sketchbook out. I'm serious. Like, when you guys see it, you'll see why it took so long. Well, somewhat why it took so long. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and it's taking time, and I just have to remember that the quality of it, not that it's like, trust me, it's not like fancy clean sketchbook. It's more like I'm filling up. There's so much empty space in it, or like spaces that I no longer like, that I am covering, and it is proving to be much of a journey, and I have to remind myself it is the journey. But I hope soon. I really hope that like in the next couple of months or something, I'm able to get it out because I am drawing a lot more than I used to. Um, I very much get the itch to draw, in a way that I have not in a really, really long time. I feel like a teenager again. I feel like a teenager again, and I'm so excited, um, for it. But we are nearing the end of the video, so that's good because I'm running out of topics. And this is why I cannot do these topics or these kinds of videos on a regular basis, because when you talk for 30 minutes straight with nothing, with nothing in between, you run out of a topic. The topics dwindle, even though I could probably tell you my whole life story. Um, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the drawing. I had fun with it. It's definitely not my typical style. It feels very much like, um, illustration major kind of vibe. I don't know how to explain it. If you guys know what I mean, you know what I mean. But it was nice. It was about like, it was because it's real time. It was about like a half an hour. It's a nice warm up, and um, I do want to do stuff like that more, just kind of loosely treating my tablet also like a sketchbook, because I do it with my with characters, that I roleplay with, but I don't do it with other things. So I just wanted to test it out a little more. For those who may be wondering, I frankly do enjoy traditional more than digital, but I hope that that changes. Um, just because it's nicer. You see there's like this little texture that I'm throwing on the top. It's a nice texture. These brushes are actually pretty nice. Um, and I'm hoping to do a little more stuff with them. Yeah, sorry. I was just letting that I was just letting that happen for everyone. Um, but yeah, thank you so much for this video, like for watching my video. Thank you so much for this video. Thank you so much for watching my video. And if you guys liked something like this, please let me know. If you guys have any suggestions on things that you'd like me to see, let me know on that too. Um, I will be posting again soon to promote my Patreon that will be launching, and one of the tiers is that you I will have an exclusive video for patrons of a certain tier. Um, so that actually might be like some videos like this I could do on a regular basis, like once a month for sure for patrons of that tier. So if you guys are interested, please keep an eye out for that. And I hope you guys have a really good weekend, a really good week whenever you guys watch this. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I post not regularly working on that, but I do post shorts regularly. Um, pretty regularly, pretty frequently. I will also have my social media, down below. I have an Instagram and a TikTok and a Twitter. So if you guys would like to follow me on other platforms, you can do so. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!